Hey guys, how's everybody doing? So this is going to be a very different video than what you guys are used to watching. I never post anything, or at least I try don't post anything shitty or negative or sad. I always post funny stuff. I don't like to post anything negative that happens in my life just because that's just the way I am. But I felt that this is a very difficult video for me to post right now because it's very personal. But I felt that I needed to post this because there's a lot of women that I know, a lot of my Facebook friends that have the same thing I do as far as breast implants, and not sure if you have felt or are feeling certain symptoms. So I was diagnosed with BII, which is breast implant illness. And basically on Wednesday, the 17th of November, I will be having surgery to have them removed, completely removed. I'm going to do a full capsulectomy en bloc, which means they take out the implant as well as the capsule that's around it. And praying that the symptoms that I've been having for the past 8 years plus slowly go away. Mine are saline. And basically I got mine about 14 years ago, almost 14 years ago, back in Los Angeles. I had a really good surgeon. I did, a lot of research, and I found this guy. He went through the belly button, under the muscle, and they were perfect. And so for the first couple of years, everything was fine. It helped with my career, with my modeling, et cetera, my competitions, helped with symmetry, because that was basically the only reason why I got them. Is to help the symmetry, because when I lost weight, they were tiny. So basically, BII, breast implant illness, can happen whether you have saline or silicone implants. And every single implant, every single one of them, all of them, okay, all of them are toxic. Even if they're saline, which 14 years ago, I talked to the surgeon, I did research, and they were considered safe because they were saline. So if they ruptured, there wasn't silicone coming out and getting into your body, which is very toxic. I didn't really think about the actual implant, whatever, holds the saline. That's made of a special silicone as well, plus a bunch of other toxins. And, I eat super healthy. I work out almost 2 hours a day. I've been gaining weight. I've had symptoms for the last 8+ years that I've gone to the doctor. I've had blood work done. I've gotten to the endocrinologist. They've done urine sample. They did CT scan, x-rays, MRI, full body MRI. I mean, it's just, I'm medically, clinically healthy as a horse. Everything is fine. But I feel like I'm dying inside certain days. And there was some days, for the last 8 years that I was in the ER twice a month, okay? The symptoms for BII, I'm going to read them off to you because there's about 51 symptoms or more, but these are the major ones. So if any of you guys, any of you ladies have any of these symptoms that are unexplainable, you've gone to a doctor, the doctor thinks you're crazy because that's what doctor said to me. You're like, oh, it was all in your head. This is not in my head. I know my body, okay? Look at the bags under my eyes. Look at how puffy. Look at this, okay? I should not be looking like this the way I eat. I don't do sugar. I don't do gluten. I don't do dairy, like maybe once a week. I might eat a little bit or have a cheat meal, but I don't do any of that. I don't drink alcohol, and I'm having all of these health issues, and the doctors, they don't find anything. So let me read these to you. Chronic fatigue, cognitive dysfunction, brain fog, memory loss. I've had brain fog for the last, 10 years. That has been progressively getting worse. Muscle aches just started. My muscle aches just started a few months ago, and joint ache. Anxiety, depression, joint pain, hair loss. Thank God it hasn't happened to me yet, but it's starting to happen. Dryness throughout the body, recurring infections, digestive issues. Just so you know, I don't have all of these, but I have more than 50% of these. Recurring infections, digestive issues, rashes, problems with thyroid and adrenals, new autoimmune diseases since breast implants, new allergies, new food intolerances, weight gain, weight loss. I've gained a ton of weight, and I work out 2 hours a day. I eat clean, immaculate. I should not be gaining this weight. Easy bruising, slow healing of wounds, low libido, ringing in the ears, heart palpitations, shortness of breath, metallic taste in mouth, oral thrush, white tongue, night sweats, insomnia, early menopause, swollen, tender lymph nodes, tingling or numbness of arms and legs. That's happening to me. Burning pain around the chest or breast, sharp pain in the breast, cold and discolored hands and feet, foul body odor, muscle twitching, vertigo, rheumatoid arthritis, dehydration, recurring sinus, yeast, and urinary tract infection, frequent urination, photosensitivity, edema, swelling around the eyes, eye problems, lots of that, headaches, symptoms or diagnosis of Lyme, lupus, Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, SJORGENS, Sjorgen's syndrome, Raynaud's syndrome, Graves' disease, Hashimoto's, thyroiditis, hormone imbalance, multiple sclerosis. That's just 50 of the major symptoms. And then there's a bunch of other symptoms, and I just got one of the lists. I'm not going to read it all off. So if any of my friends on Facebook, or if you know anybody that has implants and they have been feeling sick or they feel like dying, but the doctors can't find anything, or they have certain new things going on with their bodies that is unexplainable, send them to, there are several groups in Facebook. It's just BII, or breast implant illness. If you just look that up, there's a shit ton of groups, okay? I did my research on the surgeon, okay? I don't know if I said this already because brain fog and forgetfulness. The surgeon I'm going to is in Michigan. His name is Dr. Khan, Dr. Shahir Khan. And he does a full capsulectomy, full in block. So he'll take everything out. And he is one of the best microsurgeons on this East Coast. I think there's one more in New York. I'm not sure if I said that, but, and then there's one in California. So, and these are just one of the 3 top microsurgeons. I did about 6 or 7 consultations with a lot of the surgeons here in Florida because I want to stay, I want to stay close to home. And none of them could guarantee that they would take everything out, the full capsule. None of them guarantee, like, yeah, we'll do the best we can. Some of them said, we'll keep the capsule in there. We'll just take the implant out. No. You know why? Because the capsule contains all of the toxins in it, okay? The toxins, your body's natural self-defense mechanism basically grabs the toxins and puts it in the fat cells and stays within the capsule. So the capsules need to come out. After I take these things out, okay, after I take them out, basically what's going to happen is I have to go through a whole detox program to make sure that all the shit comes out. But no, not shit, but you know what I mean. All of the toxic shit has to come out. And this is scary. This is really scary because had I not caught this, people can die. Women have been dying because of these implants. And listen to this. As of October 1st of this year, BII, breast implant illness, is now recognized, okay, with the FDA. The FDA is now requiring all surgeons to put these disclaimers saying that these implants, whether they're saline or silicone, can cause all of this year. And then October 1st, it is now, you can actually, your insurance company will cover the cost of it. If there's certain criteria, your insurance company will actually freaking pay for the damn explant as of October 1st of this year. Okay? The FDA knew about this years ago, and because they got paid, okay, I found out as well, and some of the surgeons on here on YouTube have been saying that the FDA knew about it. They didn't care. They don't care. They don't give a shit about us, okay? They don't give a shit about us. As long as we look good, as long as our boobs are big, as long as, we look great for them, they don't give a shit, okay? I'm sorry. That's my opinion, okay? So, if you guys know anybody that has implants, or if any of you guys have implants and have been feeling any symptoms, okay, at all, do not take for granted, or do not think that it's not your implants, because 100% your implants will eventually give you trouble, give you pain, give you some kind of medical issue or condition or whatever. All right? I figured I didn't want to share this, but the reason why I'm doing it is if I can save one person or if I could help one woman, okay, one of my friends realize, because I didn't know. I wish somebody would have told me this shit 14 years ago before I put them in. I will keep you guys posted on our travels because Chris and I are driving up to Michigan and I'm going to get this done. And basically, that's it. One other thing you guys need to know. One other thing. Dr. Khan, the reason why he convinced me, I was convinced that he was one of the better surgeons, is because he says he's a top-notch microsurgeon. And basically, he said it takes him between 3.5 to 4.5 hours, sometimes longer, to take everything out. And if there's any muscle damage, pectoral muscle damage, he has to fix that and all that. He does not use the draining tubes. He'll sew you right back up. He'll clean everything out so good that there's no infection. He takes all the infection out, all of it. And then he'll sew you back up, stitches, whatever. And then you put this tight, it's like a tight sports bra on with a tight, one of those elastic things. And it's really tight and you don't need the drains. And everything will automatically get drained out, urine, whatever. He also does not do a lift at the time of the surgery. Because I was asking, I'm like, they're going to be flat, they're going to be, droopy. He's like, the way he does, the way he fixes it, the way he does the muscle portion, all that, when you put the tight thing on, the tight bandage on, basically what happens is the natural breast will start to fluff up on its own. And he says, your body is full of inflammation right now. So you won't need, I refuse to do a lift. 8 months, a year from now, if you choose to do it afterwards, if they don't look desirable, which 9.5 times out of 10, and I've seen pictures on his website, on his Facebook page and all that, the women post their pictures of the before and afters, and they look amazing. Like they look like the natural little itty bitty titties, that they're already lifted and just, the way they were before. So sorry if this is an uncomfortable subject. It is for me to talk about. And I've done my crying. I've done my emotions. I've done all that, weeks ago when I was in denial, not knowing whether or not I was going to do this. But then I decided, I was like, you know what? I got to get this done because they've been causing me problems the last several years. And I didn't realize it was these guys. And I want them out. So if anybody has any questions, just feel free to message me privately if you want, message me in the comments, whatever. I'll take you guys on my journey. No, I will not be showing my boobies on Facebook. So guys, not going to happen. But you guys will be going on my journey of the entire process. So that's all I have to say. This was hard for me, guys. This was really fucking hard for me to say this, but I do pray that, everything goes well. Everything will go well. I know it will go well, but my biggest prayer is that I feel better. That's all I want, is to feel better. So anyway, love you guys.